Michael, for a number of reasons. How good did that win feel?
Oh, it was great. As I mentioned pregame, I know a lot of the hoopla around the game was about Nikola Jokic versus Joel Embiid, and I understand why. Two dominant big men who are both MVP candidates, but for us, it was just important to get a win. Obviously, we did not want to lose 3 games in a row at this stage of the season. Unbelievable atmosphere. Start the game, they came out blazing, and all game long, we just kept on reminding guys to stay with it, stay with it. I thought how we closed that first half was really important, Mike. And you think about it, first quarter, we had 7 turnovers for 10 points. The rest of the game only had 7 more for 6 points. So we finally settled down, took care of it. And then the first quarter, they shot 60 from the field. After that, quarters 2 through 4, they shot 36%. Our bench was incredible tonight. Bones Highland, I think he had around 500 people representing his hometown here tonight. And he showed out. He had just a great game, hit some big shots for us. DeMarcus Cousins hit some big threes. And I thought JaMychal Green, our defensive player of the game, was just fantastic. Let him close the game because he was having that kind of an impact on the game. So, yes, very big win. Great way to start off this 3-game road trip.
How important do you think the message, the physical message that both DeMarcus and JaMychal sent in that fourth quarter was? You guys outscored 33-22 in that last period.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you love about those two. They bring not just skill and talent, but they bring size, physicality, and an edge. That felt like a playoff game. That was like a game that you're going to see late in the playoffs, where every possession matters and physicality matters. To have 2 guys with the experience that both JaMychal and DeMarcus have, and not afraid to mix it up, that's invaluable for us, especially when you surround them with, we have Bryn, we have Bones, we have Alston. You got 2 big guys like that. It's tremendous to have that on your team.
Were you exaggerating? 500 people?
No.
Okay.
No. We saw it in summer league. Bones travels. Let's get busy. He had people. I think Nick was telling me he had people from the fire department that was involved with the incident that happened when Bones was younger. So it wasn't just Bones and his family and some friends. It was like a community effort. And one thing about Bones, he reminds me of Will Barton in this regard. He takes a tremendous amount of pride in where he's from and the people that have helped him get here. For him to have that game, 21 points, 7 of 14 from the field, knocks down 4 threes, and for a young kid in this atmosphere, fearless. That's one word that I would use to describe Bones Highland.
Coach, the bench that scored all the 4 points in the fourth quarter. I started scoring so under a minute to go. It's been an evolution for. What do you say about how far they've come?
Yeah, well, just starting with tonight, Chris, obviously it was, I rode those guys deep into the fourth quarter because they were playing so well. But that's the biggest challenge when you have a bench unit in the fourth quarter of a big game playing great basketball. And you're always saying, well, when do I get my guys back in? Because if you sit them too long, are they we can't afford for you to warm up here. Every possession matters. But tonight they were incredible. And on the season, the bench was, somewhat of a mystery early in the year. A lot of that had to do with there was a different lineup every night. Lately, I think, the Bones, Bryn, Austin, JaMychal, DeMarcus, the reason our bench is a lot more consistent and effective is that those guys are playing together every night. We have a set rotation when we're healthy, and those guys are learning to have to play not only with each other, but off of each other. I give Aaron Gordon credit, by the way. He not feeling well. He tried to tough it out, was throwing up at halftime, was throwing up after the game. So hopefully, he's ready to go in a few days against Washington. But that speaks to Aaron's toughness to try and even go out there and give it a go.
Go ahead.
It wasn't just about Jordan Love. If you had to explain to the audience, how do you adjust when Nikola has to play a player like Joel, his game or your fault?
Yeah, it's you're going against one of the more dominant big men of the NBA, and just like every night, no matter who the other team's best player is, you don't put that responsibility on just one player. It's not, hey, Nikola, it's your responsibility to guard Joel Embiid. It truly takes a team effort. It takes 5 guys. Same thing they were doing against Nikola. It's on his main matchup. The other 4 guys have to help. And I thought we had some pretty good examples throughout the night of giving that help, double teaming him at times, trying to get the ball out of his hands. Because we know going in, the one thing we can't afford is for Nikola to get in foul trouble. If he's on the bench, that does not usually go well for us. So it was a team effort. You know, you have your hands full. I mean, they played last night, overtime game. They fly back late. You know, so we had that going for us tonight. That was in our favor, and we've been on the other side of that throughout the season. But you know, Joel and James, that team as they continue to get healthy, you know, they're having a great season. Doc's a hell of a coach, and they're going to be a tough out.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it, everybody.